new changes to the game. So some of these changes basically are just making the quality of life in Blade and Soul easier. Some of them include, like making weapon upgrades easier, upgrading your soul easier for new players, just stuff like that. So that's basically some of the things that are changing. We're going to be going over them since they kind of gave us a lot of details on it. So let's just start on that real quick. So one of the things they are doing is that raids are going to be 12-man raids now. So this is really exciting because this was announced a while ago, and a lot of people have been waiting for this, and now it's finally going to be coming out. So instead of 24-man raids, we will have 12-man raids. If you're wondering what's the benefit of 12-man raids, well, a hell of a lot less lag. Easier to find 12 people than 24, that's for sure. Just a bunch of things that just makes it more easier. The main thing being lag, because when you have 24 players, a lot of people disconnect, a lot of people experience lag, even with like great computers. So making it down to 12 players is going to make it way easier to get people, and should make the gameplay more fluid. So a lot of people are excited for this. Yeah, it's finally happening. They announced it a while ago, but it's going to be coming on 13th. So that's one of the things they are doing. So along with that, they're doing a new thing. This is for newer players and if you have like old characters. So basically what they're doing, if you complete like Desolate Tomb, Everdrate Citadel, all like the legendary dungeons, basically if for the first 10 times you complete the following dungeons, you get rewards. So some of the rewards are soul shields, weapon boxes, all that good stuff, upgrade materials. So basically it's probably just going to be the same things you get from completing the dungeons, but just you get more of it for the first 10 times. So this should help newer players or people on old characters upgrade a little bit faster because you're getting a little bit of a boost. Obviously, we don't really know, how rare the upgrade materials are or how often you get them. So we'll have to wait and see how much this actually helps, or if it's not going to do much. Because if you're getting like just a bunch of crappy soul shields from like Desolate Tomb, like non-crit ones, just crappy ones, then it's honestly not going to be that helpful of a system. But we'll just have to wait and see. It is kind of cool that they're trying to focus on new players and alt characters, because I made videos on alt characters and I wish they're a little bit easier to upgrade. So we'll see how it works out, and it's just something we'll have to check out. So we'll find out on the 13th. So main thing they're doing is weapon and soul upgrading. So they are making the upgrade cost for Seraph and Baleful, their stages 11, not 11, 1 through 11, just a little bit easier to upgrade. So they're just getting nerfed a little bit. It's not a huge nerf, but it should help a little bit with upgrading. I'm almost done with Seraph stage 12, so this is nice for me. I'm going to wait to upgrade, and just once the when this comes out on the 13th, I'm going to upgrade all the way to stage 12. So actually it is pretty nice, and that's something I am working on. So this should help players kind of finish up their Seraph and Baleful stages, and maybe allow them to get to Riftwalk or Raven or any of those stages. So that is nice they're doing that. The other thing they're doing is the soul. So basically they have a chart here, and they're showing the stages and how much materials you needed for each stage. And now they have a new price. So some of the main things you'll see right here is that from stage 1 to stage 5, you no longer need sacred oils, where before you needed at least 1 for each stage. So just right there, that's a really nice thing for new players. Like really getting from stage 1 to stage 5 should be pretty damn easy now. Obviously transformation stones aren't like cheap or anything, but not having to use oil anymore to get to stage 5 should make it way easier for people. So really actually like that they're doing that, because people should have at least stage 5 by now, and it should help them. Another thing, if you just look here, so if you go all the way from Awakened Hunmoon Energy to True Hunmoon Energy, it costs 25 oils. So now it's only going to cost 16 oils. So that's 9 less oils for the new upgrade costs. And if you know how much oils are, they're about at least, I haven't checked in, I would say about a week, but last I checked, they're at least like 300 gold. So freaking, you're getting rid of 9 of them. That's a lot of gold saved. Obviously, I know some people transmute them and they don't actually buy them, but a lot of people actually do buy them too. So, it's just a really great thing, I should say, because honestly, upgrading souls is kind of a pain in the ass, and having to keep upgrading them over and over with like freaking 30 oils just to get like a high rank on your soul is just really irritating. So I like this, and I think it's still fair. Like 16 oils from Awakened Harmoon Energy to True Harmoon Energy is still a decent amount, so it's not like it's easy or anything. But I really do like this, and hopefully makes it a little bit easier for newer players and just people in general. And they did say that the 10 gold cost remains the same, so obviously they're not reducing that or anything. But the main focus was just to get the cost down from the sacred oils to way less. So just really like this, and yeah, it's pretty cool that they're doing this. It's something they had to do because the oils were just way too much for the upgrades. So next thing they're doing is soul shields. So again, this is another thing for new players. Basically, what they're doing is reducing the cost for the Midnight Sky Petal Plane Soul Shields. So I'm assuming that they're just saying like the cost for the keys and opening the chest are easier. They're also saying that you no longer require the achievement. So before, if you wanted to purchase the Soul Shields, you had to get the achievement from defeating the turtle guy or whatever, the giant turtle. I forgot his name. So that's just one of the things they're changing. So basically, this is for newer players because most people have their Midnight Sky Petal Planes by now, I should say. Honestly, I don't even really think it was needed because I have like a hell of a lot of flowers, and really didn't see the point of reducing it. I know for new players it will help a lot. Like there's really no excuse. Like you should be able to get legendary soul shields now very easily. But personally, this wasn't something that I was thinking that was very hard to get. But it will be nice because for example, for myself, I'm gonna be leveling the Gunslinger, and now it's gonna be very easy to get the Midnight Sky Petal Planes for that class. So it is cool. This is basically going to allow all the new players to catch up and get at least some legendary soul shields and not be so far behind. So it's not too bad. Just personally, I didn't feel like it was needed that much, but hey, it helps new players, and that's good. So that's one of the things they're doing, just reducing the cost. But yeah, that's about it for there.